let's talk about delivery types, or the various ways that you can deliver learning to people. Now, the most common would be instructor-led training and web-based training. You'll also see exams and virtual classrooms listed here as well. Now, this list is just an example. You can create your own delivery types and call them whatever you want. Let's look at some samples here. So how would we sign up and take web-based training? It's very simple. You'd find a launch button, tap on that, and you'd be delivered directly into that web-based online content. What if someone wants to take a scheduled instructor-led event? Well, they can simply find a course and view the classes available for that. Now, this is an interesting example here. I've actually set this up as two different delivery types available for a single course. Right? So this is one course, but I've allowed someone to choose between instructor-led, as you'll see here, and this course is happening in London. They can enroll for that. Or I've also provided a virtual classroom option that they could enroll for, where they would take this course from their computer in a virtual class. So whether they're taking a live instructor-led event virtually from their computer or in person, they can enroll for that in the same fashion. It's very simple and straightforward to get into web-based training or sign up for instructor-led training. How would they take exams? The same exact way you would take any online web-based training. You just simply launch into that. Now let's take a look at a couple of other examples of different types of training you might do. So let's take a look at this single course here, but you'll see two elements that are required. So again, this is a single course, but I'm saying you have to do two things to complete it. One, you need to watch a video so you can launch into that. And two, you need to take an exam and you can launch into that. Now, by the way, this is an online exam, but you should also know that exams can be taken as paper. So you can pass out a piece of paper, have someone fill out an exam, you can scan that into the system and have the system automatically grade that exam for you. So pretty cool feature. You can do exams electronically or on paper. Let's take a look at one more example here. This is a single course again, and in this case there are three required elements. You need to launch into a PDF. Let's just do that very quickly here. We'll launch into this PDF. We can read through that document, and we can go ahead and sign off on this one. And I'm requiring an e-signature here so that we have some proof that this person actually took this and they're acknowledging it. And when I sign that off, you'll see I've completed it successfully, so my status changes. And now I could take the web-based module and launch into that. And you'll also see something called a checklist. So this is something new here we haven't talked about yet. A checklist is simply a list of actions, activities that this person needs to do. And in this case, I can't check these off here because I'm requiring someone else to evaluate this person. So in this case, this checklist is being used as an observational checklist where someone watches this person perform job tasks and then signs off to say, yes, they know how to do those tasks. Let me show you an example of a checklist where the individual can fill it out for him or herself. So let's open up this other checklist, and this is where this person can now read through the checklist items and they can say, okay, yes, I've done this particular activity. They can check that off and you'll see that those get marked completed. So they can walk through that entire checklist. So in this case, it might be tasks that they need to be able to perform. So the checklist can really be used for a variety of things like on-the-job training or a simple task list. Now you can also take your courses and combine them together into a curriculum. So let's take a quick look at a curriculum as well. And I have this new hire onboarding curriculum here, and it looks like there are 6 courses that are part of this. There's 4 in this first section and 2 in the bottom section, and I'm requiring that they do all of these. But you can see I could say you must complete 1 out of 2 of these elements, and thereby making some electives available to them as well. You can see I've completed some of these items and I still need to complete some of those, so you can launch into them or find classes to be able to complete the rest of this curriculum. So you can take any of those delivery types we talked about, combine them into a curriculum and push those out as well. And again, I'll just remind you, a single course could have all these things combined also. So whatever it is, whatever type of delivery you want to have for your learners, you can push those out, you can create your own delivery types and make it easy for people to get the training they need and accomplish those tasks.